Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. First of all, I just want to apologise for the length of time in between the last couple of videos. It's just been pretty hectic regarding real life and stuff. So yeah, first of all, that's an apology. Secondly, I just want to say thank you to everyone for being so patient, actually, new and old subscribers. It really means a lot that you're willing to stick with us. Hopefully, over the Christmas period, I've got some time off. I'll be able to get quite a lot of videos put out, so hopefully I'll make up for it in that sense. So what we're going to do is just going to get straight into what's been happening and get to see some highlights. So first order of business was that Matty Downey, you might have seen him a couple of times in cup games and against teams like, no disrespect to him, but the lesser teams such as Rotherham in the league. And he's gone out on loan to my former team Eastleigh, if you remember FM16. He's gone out on loan, getting some first team experience, and hopefully he'll develop some more. Now, we got the FA Cup 5th round draw, and it was to play either Swansea or Northampton Town in the 5th round. Compared to Chelsea, you could say it's winnable, more likely to be winnable, depending on who we get, of course. If you do remember in the last video against Chelsea, we did lose Pontus Jansson. Now, it kind of highlighted the weakness we had in defence. We only had like 4 defenders to start off with. Then we saw Cooper, and we didn't really replace him. And everyone else is on loan, so it made me think I need some defenders. I need to get some actual proper defenders in, not loan players. So I decided to sign this guy, Luis Lopez. 725 grand, eventually raising to 800 grand. Decent signing. It doesn't look too bad. Got some, decent technicals of 15 for heading, marking it, and tackling. Jumping reach could be worked on. He's 1m84, but he's a fast defender. 15 pace and 15 agility, 15 decisions as well, and 15 positioning. So all the main stats for me were basically shit hot, and he can only improve. He's 19 years old, which was another thing that drew me towards him, because he's got plenty of room to grow. A lot of his attributes, so hopefully we'll see some improvement. Also, if you remember, I did sign David Faraoni earlier on in the transfer window. I did realise that I'd put the Derby result as the screenshot, so I apologise for that as well. But here is David Faraoni, his attributes, and as you can see, he's pretty well rounded, if I'm honest with you. But basically a lot of 14s, not a lot below 10 that matter anyway. And just for the people that are interested, the Premier League transfer window roundup and the Championship actual roundup, Brighton and Hove Albion sold Tomer Hemed to Norwich City. That's a big statement of intent from them. We did, however, say goodbye to Pablo Hernandez. The reason being is his loan spell was due to finish on I believe it was, the 1st of February. It was going to cost £1 million. And I tried to do it over a monthly period of time, and I just kept saying no. I had to pay it all up front, and it's something I didn't have. I didn't have £1 million up front. It kind of makes me worried that if we don't get promoted, we'll miss out on Janssen as well, because obviously they want the Janssonator going into the Premier League. But, to summarise the board, I'm absolutely delighted with the way we are leading the team. Competitions in particular is a particular highlight. The worst thing is a player departure, which Diagoraga haven't needed him, as you can probably clearly see. So yeah, finances are pretty damn awesome as well. We actually made a profit last month, probably from the sales that we made from Berardi and Cooper. Then we got into the first sort of highlights, and what a disappointing result this was. We got to just before half time, we got a goal. Solomon Dakara with the goal, of course, getting back on the score sheet. He'd gone a long time without scoring. But yeah, second half, about 20 minutes to go, Sam Gallagher got an equaliser, and thinking, alright, it's still time to get a winner. Wasn't really thinking about defeat here. Blackburn hadn't been doing that well in the league, and Antonsen popped up with 10 minutes to go, and I'm thinking, there we go, that's it, we're sorted. And then Danny Graham just turned into, Lionel Messi or someone, or Ronaldo, just became the best player on the game, and scored 2 goals in 5 minutes to win it for Blackburn. Kind of felt a little bit hard done by. We bossed them on all the on the stats. So yeah, very disappointed. We did, however, then follow up that loss with an excellent result against Bood FM's Huddersfield Town. 3-1 away win. It's fantastic at the John Smith Stadium. We shaded it in terms of chances and possession, but the main thing I think was we had 11 shots on target, which meant that Danny Ward had to work incredibly hard. And if you look at our attributes, if you look at our match ratings, there's not many below 7 there. Yunin O'Kane and Hadisako are the only culprits there. Largely an impressive display. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. Marcus Anderson, Dallas and Phillips with the goals. Sean Scannell with the reply just before half time, and all the goals coming before half time. And then the result, kind of a bit disappointing. We've gone from Chelsea, and no disrespect to Northampton Town, but now we're going to Northampton Town. A League One side, of course. Swansea might have been more of a task. We followed up the news of the FA Cup draw to another 3-1 victory, this time at home against Cardiff City. Technically a rival, I suppose. We went ages, like 30 odd years without beating them, especially at their place, I can't remember exactly. And it could have been 4-1. Anderson missed a chance to get his hat-trick in the last minute. But the most disappointing aspect of this game was Liam Bridcut got injured on 12 minutes, which was a bit of a shame. But yeah, it was a pretty dominant performance. Alex Smoke getting another goal, and Zahori getting one back fairly early on in the first half. And as a result, Bridcut, with that, the injury is actually 4 to 5 months. We had another game at home, this time against Bristol City, and we won 2-1. We weren't helped by Ronaldo Vieira, but thanks to goals from Chris Wood and a stubborn defence after we went down to 10 men, despite obviously Tammy Abraham scoring 2 seconds later, or 2 minutes. But yeah, Kamara Roof doing very well, getting 2 assists, and Chris Wood putting them both away. So I was very pleased with this result. We did actually sign a young Slovenian, Luka Kambic, as a midfielder. It's on a free transfer, not going to cost us anything, but it won't come while the 1st of July. And if you look at his attributes, I just thought he could be a 4-star player, and he's nothing. So worst case scenario, we make money on him. So he's going to come to us. He can play either attacking midfield or just central midfield, which obviously we use in a formation that uses central midfielders. But I think there's loads of room to grow. I'm hoping that maybe when he does join, I can tutor him to get his determination up. But because his mentals are fairly poor, decisions is decent, aggression's decent, but I think he could be potentially another ball-winning midfielder. So moving on to today's opponents, which is Northampton Town. They're currently in League One. They got promoted last season, and they've never been. I don't think they've been any higher than League One at least for quite a long period of time. Not entirely sure, but anyway, answers a postcard. But going into their people, if you like, their manager is Robert Page. I seem to think that he used to play for. Did he play for Watford at one point? Any Watford fans out there? I seem to remember it was years ago, like early 2000s. But yeah, as you can see, he's not amazing. Pretty decent coach, especially on a defensive level. But motivating and tactical knowledge is only 9, so I'm hoping to best this guy. But obviously, it's the underdog factor, and they always raise the game. It's their FA Cup final, as it is for most teams, even in the Championship. So, but yeah, moving on to their captain, and it is Mark Richards. Now he's been about for a while. I'm just trying to have a look and see where I've seen him, and I think it was Barnsley. Yes, Barnsley is a team I recognise him from. He had 2 or 3 years there. Journeyman striker. He's obviously not the quickest, but he's decent at finishing. Half decent in the air. Penalties, obviously, if they get a penalty, he's going to more likely put it away. Not too disappointing. He's a 2-star player at League One. So the vice captain actually caught my eye a little bit. I'm thinking, he actually looks half decent. I scouted him, but he's only 2.5 star. But it's David Buchanan, 30 years old. Not the quickest, but the mentals are very strong. Determination, leadership stand out easily. Teamwork is 15 as well. Bravery 14, tackling 13, and natural fitness and stamina both at 14. He's not going to be a poor defender, I don't think. The key man, though, however, he does look dangerous, and he's on loan from Arsenal. He's called Ben Sheaf. Can play in a multitude of different positions, but he's not really got a weakness, has he? Finishing's 8. Long throws, which is a crap if they're in middle park, is 5, and then decisions 9. That could be seen as a weakness. After that, everything's above a 10, with some 14s, 13s, and even more 14s thrown in there. So he's going to be very tricky, and Scout Report says 3-star, maybe 4-star potential. So he's definitely one to keep an eye on, maybe a potential signing. Looking at their results though, and they're 6th in the league. 6th in League One, so they're not going to be a pushover. But if you look at the results lately in the league, Walsall they lost, Chesterfield they lost, and Swindon Town they lost. So they're on a run of 3 losses in the league. But however, they did win that replay in extra time against Swansea. Right, so going into today's game, and we've made a few changes just to try and give a few people some game time. We are playing against lower league opposition, of course, but we have got subs on the bench should we need them. But we're going to go with Will Huffer in goal, give him a chance in the net. Ferrari at right back, Bartley and Luis Lopez, a new signing, of course, and Taylor at left back. Sacco at the right, Dunn comes in to make a start on the left with Moat and Phillips in the middle of the park. Keith Thielen partners Carlson up top. Today's Emirates FA Cup 5th round tie is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds United FC against Northampton Town FC. Right, so the team talk, I've just told them basically to go out and carry on how they finished the last match, because we've won, of course. Only one person reacted, that was Carl Bartley, and I've just calmly given faith. A few more bits of green. Interesting that I'll actually show you. Northampton are actually playing without a striker, they're playing with an attacking midfielder as the furthest man forward. So it's going to be a very tough game, I reckon. It's going to be very defensive from their point of view. Maybe get us on a counter-attack or a set piece. That's what I'm thinking the danger could be. So let's see what happens. Right, so players line up alongside each other as though it's a national anthem. It's not going to be like, but anyway. So let's see if we can avoid an upset here. Beauty Man, that's the right name. Farauni with a throw, early chance perhaps. Keith Thielen's got it near the corner, knocks it back to Farauni. Can he whip this in? He can't, but Thielen passes inside. Saka gets tackled, and Bartley does collect the ball. Inside it goes to Luis Lopez, early touch for the new signing. Finds Moet. Looking for options, finds Dunn. That's a delightful ball for Taylor, you know, for the young lad. Taylor whips it in, and Keith Thielen gets it in. Don't want to celebrate overboard, but I'm thinking it could be a tricky fixture, especially with that defensive setup that they've got. It was really, really concerning. But what a ball that is from the young lad, making his first start. I think he's made a couple of appearances off the bench, but yeah, Keith Thielen with a powerful header, runs off like Michael Jackson. Right, another chance. Moat with the corner, whips it in. It's headed away by O'Toole. Sacco collects it though. Plays it back out to Moet. First time ball whipped in. Is that an own goal? Or did Keith Thielen again? Keith Thielen with another goal. He's found his scoring boots. Well, not his boots, his head, I think. Scoring head, that's what he's playing as now. He's playing as a target man. So, you know, Sacco plays it back out. It's not the best camera angle from this point of view, but Moet, nice first time outside the boot. Yeah, he just nods it across into the top left-hand corner. Great finish. Right, 2 chances, 2 goals so far. Are we going to get another chance? This is going to be Northampton's turn. It's Harris. Looks about to Diamond. Long ball over the top for O'Toole to chase, but Bartley's got that coolly and calmly and comfortably, and then squares it across to Will Huffer in the Leeds United goal. He kicks it long downfield, and Keesley, nice little cushion header, gets it down, but then Sacco's tackled by Harris, and now Beneker, I want to say it is. He's tackled though by Phillips. Now it's Luis Lopez. Now it's Taylor. Squared again to Phillips. Plays a nice ball forward to Keesley to Sacco. Sacco across the position, crosses in, and Carlson scores! Get in, young man, who kind of looks like a girl. Apologies if you're actually watching Carlson, but on that picture it does look like it's a girl. Great ball in. Over the top by Thielen, and then Sacco, first time ball whipped in. They were queuing up at the back post. Even Dunn could have scored, but it was Carlson getting applauded for that goal. Right, another chance. Moat whips it in. Bartley says it's 4-0. This is clinicality. It's fine. This is clinicality, even a word. It is now. 4 shots on target. Every single one's gone in. Yes, I know it's only Northampton, but this is very dominant, and I wasn't expecting this at all. Expecting a really tough game with their defensive setup, but it seems to be all headers. All goals. All 4 goals have been headers. One more chance perhaps before half-time. Carlson nods it straight to Beneker. Or Beneker, I think it's Beneker. O'Toole knocks it back to the awesome, that beautiful, beautiful man, beauty man. And now it's Phillips. Finds Sacco. Knocks it back to Bartley. The goal scorer of Leeds is fourth. Luis Lopez and the Olays start ringing around Ellen Road. Mowat again, finds Dunn. Overlapping run from Charlie Taylor, he finds him. Bit of a weird ball, but I'll take it. Phillips now, can he strike it? He can, and it's gone in the bottom corner. It's 5-0. And I'm beginning to wonder whether it was even worth live commenting this now. Let us know in the comments. Because I can't, obviously, the Northampton aren't going to get back into this. If it was someone like Man City or someone, then maybe there's a chance to get back into it. But 5-0 against a team in lower opposition. That's a nice finish. In off the, I want to say in off the post. And he thinks he's doing the chicken dance. No. My assistant actually said to go out and prove a point, but prove a point, we're winning 5-0. I think it's a point proven enough. Do you not think? So I'm just going to say I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going. Right, so we get the second half underway. Probably going to be a dead rubber. Probably finish 0-0. So there's not been any highlights since the last one. Angelino is going to come off for Charlie Taylor. It's more about resting players now. Alex Mott's coming off for Union OK, and I've just said I've got faith. I'm just going to bring Stuart Dallas on for Hadisaka last 5 minutes. Again, just give him a bit of a rest. 25 seconds to go. And I predicted it. I said, oh, it's 5-0. This second half, not will happen. It'll finish 0-0. And it looks like that's definitely going to be the case unless Northampton can get themselves a late goal. That header suggests otherwise. Hanley with the miss. A quite comprehensive victory, really. A lot easier than what I thought it was going to be, but you know, we're through to the 6th round. And we're definitely going to play on to see who we get in the 6th round, because I forgot to do it in the last one, of course. I've just basically said, you know, it's a good win. Well done. Right, so we're going into the FA Cup draw, quarter-final, 6th round, whatever you want to say. But you know, some decent sides in there. Manchester City are there, Liverpool are there, Tottenham are there, and then some other Premier League teams such as Southampton, Sunderland, who of course knocked us out of the League Cup. Might be nice to put one over on them. Watford are in there, and there's obviously Derby County, who are a team who are in our division, but they beat us 4-1. So definitely some tricky ties. Let's see who we get. Sunderland, Stadium Light against Tottenham. Liverpool versus Southampton. Liverhampton, sorry. Derby County versus Man City, which means that we've got Watford. What I'll do is have a quick look at Watford. Currently 14th in the league. So, who knows? Maybe we've got a slight chance to get to the semis and get the trip to Wembley. We won't get ahead of ourselves, that's for sure. So that's when we're going to come back then. We've got 4 games in between. Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham City and Fulham. And then we'll come back for the Watford game. So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Question of the day. What is the furthest you've got with someone with the championship? Or equivalent, so if you're in Germany in the Bundesliga second, I think it's called. What's the furthest you've got in the national cup, if you like, because that's what it is basically. Let us know in the comments below. But hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe, and hopefully you'll join us for the next one, which of course is going to be Watford in the FA Cup. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.